Hello everybody, this is Cinebrinks here and welcome to a little story time vlog type thing. Basically why I'm doing this is I want to be transparent with you guys. I want you guys to know who I really am and not just some face behind a computer. I have a lot of crazy stories I could tell, so I figured I could get them out there. Not only is this for you guys, but I feel like I don't talk to many people, so I feel like this is a good way for me to get my thoughts and feelings about certain things out there. Let's get started. So today I'm going to be talking about a particular incident where I was hit by a car. So I want to say it's 2011, right? 2011. I had just, this is going to sound terrible, but I had just recently broken up with my girlfriend at the time, and I was riding my bike to go hang out with another friend. And I used to ride my bike, dude. You look at my belly now, bro. I used to ride my bike, I think it's like 8 miles there and 8 miles back every day. Sometimes at like 3 o'clock in the morning because I'd be hanging out that late. So I used to be kind of fit, you know what I'm saying? I used to have a little skinny face. I was riding my bike. I think it was about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, maybe 3. I was riding my bike across an intersection. Let me put this into perspective for you, okay? So this is the main road right here, right? I'm riding along the main road. There's a side road right here, right? So I'm riding, and the guy decides, you know what? I don't really feel like stopping. So I'm juggling around on my little BMX bike. I thought it was so cool. And I'm riding, and this guy in this yellow Honda just goes, ba-doom, right? Smacks me. Now, I'm a big guy. I was always kind of big and broad shoulders, and so I didn't break any bones, surprisingly, because I think the guy was going like 20 miles an hour when he hit me. And I know it doesn't sound fast, but it fucking hurt like a son of a bitch, right? He smacks me. Boom! I fly off the bike. Poof! My head cracks against the windshield. My handlebar hit this person's car so hard. You know where your windshield are, and then there's two like little spots that you can see like right here, like the two little blind spots, and like with where the window is connected. I don't know much about cars. I don't know what it's called. It actually fucking dented that, okay? It dented that. That's how hard this guy hit me. My head cracked. Boom! Right? I fall, I flip over the fucking car, and I tumble to the ground. So now imagine me, this big ass dude, just boom, out like this, right? Not passed out, but I was feeling something. So this guy gets out of his car. Dude, I'm so sorry, I didn't even see you, dude. And right now I cracked my head, so I'm feeling a little, right? This guy says, I didn't see you. Oh, damn, dude, I'm so sorry about your bike. He puts the tire between his legs and tries fixing the fucking handlebars to make it even again. He's like, I can fix this. Bring it by my house. I can fix this anytime. So I'm just like, oh, dude, what happened, man? Because my head went, ba-doom, against this friggin' car. And oh man, that shit hurt like a son of a bitch. I'll tell you that. So after the guy gets done talking to me, he's just saying, dude, you okay? You okay? Then he starts saying, I think you're fine. You're 100% fine. I could tell you are 100% fine. You are in no danger, right? So he says, I'm just going to take off. Hops in his car, hops in his little Honda Civic. You know, I bet you can picture the guy considering he has a Honda Civic. And he just takes off. Goodbye. I'm standing there in the middle of the road like, what? I got hit, right? My head hurts. I got a little cut on my head. It wasn't big. I have really big, strong bones, so I didn't end up breaking any bones. I've never broken a bone in my entire life, and I've had some giant falls. I feel a pain in my stomach real bad. Pain in my stomach, pain in my head. I pull up my shirt. I shit you not. There was a bruise probably the size of a dinner plate and a half on my freaking lower left side, right? And I touch it, and you could feel something was wrong with it. So what does my dumb ass do? I try to hop back on my bike and ride it off. Go see this girl I was gonna go see. You know how it is. Nothing was gonna stop me, right? And a pain so intense shoots through me, right? And I just fall off my bike again. Boom. So there I am, laying on the ground again. So I'm sitting there like, oh, fuck. And two ladies, wonderful young ladies, I might add, were going to the liquor store, and they had just bought alcohol, and they were walking home with their alcohol. They were all happy, and they see me in pain. They're like, oh, shit. this dude's having a heart attack. And I'm like, no, I'm not having a heart attack. I'm not up for any of that. Then they're like, what's wrong with you? I was like, I just got hit by a car, and the dude just took off, and their faces were just like, and I was like, I know, what the hell is wrong with these people, man? So these two girls are like, hey, you want me to call an ambulance for you or something? So I'm like, nah, I'm good. Let me just call my dad. So I call my dad. My stepmom answers, right? And she's like, what's going on? The way she describes the story now is I legit just went, I got hit by a car, and hung up. And that was it. So they're driving around in a work van. I used to work this carnival type deal. I'll get to that in another story. So they're riding around in this carnival van with like bouncy houses, fucking obstacle courses, those games where you smack the hammer and all the macho men try to make it ring the bell. They're riding around in the van like that, looking for my ass. I'm sitting on the ground. My bike is totaled, right? So eventually they do find me. They pull up, right? So they pull up and they get out, and I'm just sitting there like this. And then I say, how did you guys get here? And they're like, you called me. And I'm like, I don't remember that. That's when the red flags start hitting. And I wouldn't have said that if I knew it was going to make me go to the hospital. So they're like, dude, you gotta go to the hospital, right? I'm like, nah, I'm all right. Just take me to my destination and, pick me up later, do me a solid. And they're like, no, we're calling the hospital. I was like, oh, no. There was no talking out of it. So they call the 911. My stepmom rats on me. She's like, he said he couldn't remember calling us. And if you work as an EMT or whatever they do, that is the first red flag that someone is mother effed up. Okay, they're all, being over traumatic. I'm in this friggin' neck brace. It's like stretching my neck out like them people that you see on the internet. I don't know what they're called, but my neck is all stretched out. I'm on this flat board, right? And they're like, can you, they're doing all these tests on me. And then I hear something about being flown to the hospital. At this point, I'm shitting my johns. I do not want to go in a damn helicopter. I was ready to unstrap myself and run out there like the Hulk on steroids, man. I was not having none of that. I did not want to be in that helicopter. I've never flown in my life. I will eventually, but I want to do it on my terms, not strapped to a friggin' board, my neck all stretched out like friggin' Jeffrey the Giraffe. So they're saying that I might be getting transported via helicopter. I start squirming around. I'm like, right? And then they tell me they're not going to do it. I'm like, you guys are just fooling with me, right? Do you remember the guy's car? At the time, I'm like, no. Do you remember the guy's name? No. Do you remember anything about this dude? And I'm like, I don't, because I really didn't remember. Everything happened so damn quick that I didn't really have a chance to analyze the situation and see what's going on. They're all like, this dude needs to go to the hospital now, right? They strap me up, and I think I'm going in a helicopter, so I'm shaking like I'm like, oh, god damn, I'm going in a helicopter, right? They throw me in the back of the ambulance. I'm like, all right, so now y'all got me all stoked up, ready to be on the helicopter. My adrenaline's going. I'm about to be on the helicopter, and you throw me in the ambulance? Really? At this time, I'm in the ambulance, right? I'm going to the hospital, and my dad and my stepmom are following me in the van behind. They get me in the back of this ambulance, and no shit, these EMTs are asking me a bunch of questions like, what do you want to do for a living? And I guess just trying to keep the conversation up, because I wasn't that messed up, right? And these guys, I shit you not, they're like, having a bad day? And I was like, yeah, I'm kind of having a bad day. I'm supposed to go meet up with this girl and, all this kind of stuff. And they say, you're about to have a worse day. In my mind, I'm like, oh shit, I'm dying. I am dead. But no, you know what they say? They say the ambulance ride sucks, but we ain't gonna be the ones cutting all your damn clothes off. I was like, oh. In fact, I almost laughed it off. They were like, I was like, okay, right? And they're like, no, they're going to cut your clothes off in there. I'm like, cut my clothes off? What am I going to walk out in? I'm going to be walking out naked as hell. What am I going to do? Eventually, we do end up pulling up to the hospital. And What do? They put me on that table. They carry me. They throw me on the table. I felt like I was dying, bro. There was doctors running all around me, asking me questions. They cut my damn clothes right off my body. They cut my clothes off right off my damn body and left me on that table naked. Oh, the one female nurse decided, oh, here's a little raggedy ass hand towel. Let's throw that over his junk so that he has some privacy. And I'm laying there defenseless. I can't move, right? My junk is hanging out in the midair, like fucking getting getting all that wind, the aerodynamics and shit. And they're just like touching me, and I'm like, oh, what the fuck? Okay, so I'm freaking out. They throw the towel on my junk and they just leave. All of them. Gone. In a matter of seconds. Gone. So I'm just laying there with this little towel on my junk. I'm like, hello? A doctor comes in, tells me I have internal bleeding, does some other sort of tests I don't remember, right? Then they leave me in there for another hour. And then catch this. This is the weirdest part of it all. Weirdest part of it all. I've gotten no information for the next hour, right? A female nurse walks into the room, hands me them raggedy ass little freaking hospital clothes because they cut my shit. Right? Hands me one of them little raggedy ass, hospital unis and tells me to skedaddle. I got no information. I have no idea what I'm doing, right? They give me this. At this point, I'm probably wearing like XL because I like my stuff a little bit more baggy, right? They gave me a medium, right? This shit fit like a small. I'm telling you, bro, this shit had me looking like a fat pear-shaped Power Ranger in this bitch. And I'm walking, and I could barely even move my legs because this shit is so tight, right? I walk out into the waiting room, and there's my dad and my stepmom, and they're just looking at me like, hello? I'm like, they told me to leave, right? So they got me in this tiny ass little thing. Funny thing is, on the way home, this van only has 2 seats, right? So I'm laying in the back with the damn bouncy houses. Man, how you gonna do me like that? I got run over by a car. I got told I'm being flown. The guy ran, right? I get told I'm being stripped naked. My junk's out in the air. I'm in this little Power Ranger suit, right? And they have me sit in the back of the van with the bouncy houses. They did me dirty. Whew. So eventually, a few months later, they did end up catching the guy, and he ended up like losing his license for a few years or something like that. But that is just one of the many crazy stories I do have. If there's a lesson to be learned from this, it's when someone runs you over with your damn car, make sure you pop the tires on that son bitch so that you know they ain't going nowhere. I know there's an article for this online or something like that. I looked for a long time. I've read it like a few years ago, but now I can't find it. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this little story of mine. I have plenty more to share. If you liked it, please drop a like, subscribe, connect with me on my social media down below, and I'll see you in the next video. Until I do, I'm checking out. Peace.